Hi, I'm Natasha, and I'm going to talk about a few tools that are unconventional that can help you heal and the people around you. This is by using astrology. Okay, so I think this is probably like my fifth video, and the last video I talked about, I'll probably talk about Virgo ruling the 12th house. So the 12th house represents your subconscious mind, your dreams, illusion, delusion, psychology, mysticism, your karma, possibly past lives. And then Virgo, even though there's no planets in here, if you have planets in here, there's going to be more to it. I don't have any planets or asteroids or whatever in this area in my chart. I just have the zodiac Virgo ruling my 12th house. So this is kind of like an interpretation of how my subconscious mind thinks and how it relates to knowing the ruler of your 12th house. You can kind of see how a person's mind or energy kind of operates or thinks. So if you take the kind of characteristics of what Virgo represents, and if you know any Virgos and how they act out and just how they are, that's kind of how this is acting out in the 12th house of the subconscious mind and the way someone kind of thinks on a very, very deep level. So Virgo is very like a workaholic, very detail oriented about daily tasks and like checking off lists. What do I need to do right now to do the next thing, or in a timely manner? Like I need to get these things done first because it's going to be due sooner than the other things. It's also very health conscious, thinks about pets, long-term health. So your part of your daily tasks is I need to brush my teeth, I need to bathe, I need to go to the gym, I need to think about healthier ways of eating, because that is all about longevity and how to have a healthier lifestyle. So this way, when you're older, you're going to have less problems because you want to prevent as much, unnecessary issues as possible. So in order to prevent those things, you need to work on those things every single day, and it takes work. And Virgos are not alcoholics. Virgos are workaholics, if you know any of them, and they're always working, and they're about acts of service and helping others. And like some other signs, are a little bit calculative because they know how to get things done. I can also think of this aspect or zodiac sign ruling the 12th house is that Virgo is a very it's an earthly mutable sign. So it's about grounding things into reality or the earthly plane, and it's in the house of dreams and illusion and emotion, of like what our hopes and dreams are, but maybe it's not, it's so far out there that we don't know how to make them come true. And having Virgo in here, Virgos are very smart. If you know any of them, they're one of the smarter signs of the zodiac, that, in my opinion. And having it here, it's being able to figure out and find out all those nitty gritty details of how do you make a dream come into reality and how to do it in a unique way. So, like for me, I have Virgo in the 12th house. I'm a Libra Rising. My midheaven is in Cancer. My part of fortune is also up there in the 10th house, in Cancer, but in the house that Capricorn normally rules, and I'm a Capricorn sun sign. I consider myself not an astrologer at all. I'm not that type of smart, or I'm really slow at learning big, broad things because I have my Chiron in Gemini, I have my Chiron in the 9th house, I have Saturn in Sagittarius, but I have Saturn in the 3rd house. So that makes me a little bit warped in this kind of learning aspect, or it changes it a bit. I think I'm more of a creative thinker, and I analyze based on interacting creatively with someone else. And right now, I'm doing my master's in mental health counseling. I love helping other people. I'm currently a personal trainer at the same time, so that's also helping people, being acts of service, interacting with people, also confronting my fears of speaking. So I have all these layers happening simultaneously, and it's like trying to build and find a new creative way that might not be out there yet, to help people become more aware, so they can, work on themselves, have acceptance and more peace with themselves and how they behave, like forgive themselves a little bit more, not, make an excuse for that. Um, but when you know what you're doing, you're more likely to be able to correct it. For people who have a harder time processing their own emotions, being able to speak about them, understand them, maybe like longing for something or someone to connect with, or people to connect with, actually, and having a really hard time expressing that, which pushes people away or make them feel like you're going to be misunderstood because your behaviors and actions, they're seeing it in a way that's like, I can't deal with this, or I don't understand you, you're an asshole, or something like that. And looking at your birth chart and analyzing it, especially I think with young adults or children, parents can help understand their kids more because they don't know how to express themselves emotionally quite yet, and you can have a more peaceful, harmonious family. Okay, I think that pretty much wraps up what I can come up with right now, because I do these things on the spur of the moment and I don't really think these things through that deeply. Moon in Aries, Moon in North Node, and this is just an experiment for myself, and I got to start somewhere. So Virgo ruling the house of number 12. I think it's Western astrology. Yeah. I probably am going to kind of like showcase, maybe like showcase, show and tell one of my creative poems. Ah, but it's kind of a way of art therapy, um, self healing, like therapy for myself, but it's also art for other people to understand.